Hey, what's up guys? Chilexy, going back to more Kagetsu Tohya. Last time we left off having done day 34, where we talked to Arkwid about Len, and we found out that Len is on a time limit. She is gonna die if we don't figure out, how to stop the red demon guy, Kishima. So that's not good. And yeah, gonna be doing day 35 this time, so let's get started. Today's lucky item, spider. Start game. Day. Seems mag stream 2, which I like to skip. And we want to go to school. Skip. And to Arkwid's apartment. Yeah, skip. We saw it yesterday. He'll go to school as he should. Shigekun goes to school. Skip, and drop by the courtyard. Oh, looks like it's just gonna be the same thing, I guess, since it's asking me to skip. Okay, skip. Today's lesson plan, skip. Ordinary day. Lunchtime choices. Skip. Okay, we're not getting any new scenes today. I assume it's going to be at the very end of the day. Go to the tea ceremony room and share Senpai's lunch. Okay, skip. He'll attend the lesson properly. Okay, well, we're not getting... Is this just an entire day of no new scenes? Go out into the street. That's what it's looking like. Skip. To CL's place. Okay, this will be something new, right? Yeah, okay. Oh god, audio. Okay. Alright. Since going back straight to the mansion is boring, I'll briefly show my face at her apartment. Yeah. God damn, though, that was so much skipping. That's the first time in a while we've had like little new content in a day. I arrive at Senpai's apartment in the residential area. It's very likely that Senpai is still at school this time of the day, but I should at least knock on the door. Yeah. I knock twice. There's no reply, nor Senpai. Ah, she's really not here. Yeah. I laugh as I grab the door handle. What? You can't just break into her apartment. The handle rotates as if unlocked. Eh? It's not as if. It is unlocked. Fitting with her image of a suspicious fighting priestess, she's boldly careless. What if a burglar breaks in, Senpai? Nah. I complain at her boldness, but at the same time, I'm amazed by it. But I say that, but what do I do now? Oh god, okay. Become one with the contents of Senpai's wardrobe. Okay, this can only go well. Whew, inside the closet, is it? Yeah, this is a horrible idea, but... Of course, I'm not looking for her secret savings, but something more like the real contents of the closet. Oh, Shiki. Buddy. Am I hallucinating? My mouth moves on its own in front of the closet. It's a feeling of evil that penetrates deep into one's brain and blurs judgment. Oh god, what is it? Revelations from long ago get trashed. Impulse replaces reason. Shiki, buddy, what are you doing? A foreign personality that also goes by the name of complete destruction. When a human being is poisoned by such a thing, he, even if it's only momentarily, acts like a different person. So that's my reason. Excuse me then. Oh god. I clap twice and open up the drawer. What is it? Oh! It's surprising that the perfect contents of the closet don't shine. Shiki, you're gonna die. Really, senpai. This collection is really special. Bro. From traditional white, it suddenly changes its color and shape, and soon it goes into a territory other than white. Uh-huh. A bonus point for separating them into specific categories with dividers. It's like looking at a box full of expensive chocolate. I do my best to keep myself up despite an incoming headache. Uh-huh. It's heaven. The manga that said there's a heaven inside a closet is definitely true. Thank you. Thank you, God. And QCL. Wah! This is a string. What? Ayo? String! Right. I guess she wears this when she's going around in her robe. Uh-huh. I thought it was only a piece of string, but senpai really is a girl. Yeah? Yeah, you should know that very intimately, I would think. And I move on to the drawer on the bottom. Oh god. Brassieres are standard and nothing really catches my attention. How unexpected. There's not that many of the sports type. She's pretty stacked, so... Huh? What? Shit. Why is it unexpected, Tono-kun? No, that's because senpai is always moving about. I thought she would prioritize movement over other things. Yeah, I see. Huh? Why does movement take precedence, Tono-kun? That's because senpai's breasts are big. Yeah. If she doesn't secure them definitely, then the enemy might have an advantage. True? That is quite inconvenient. I would imagine so. Shiki. Buddy. We laugh together. But, it's about time to get out of this fatal situation, so my neck won't be saying. Okay, so he did realize he was just acting normal. Okay, so my neck won't be saying good morning to my shoulders come tomorrow. Yeah. Kee! The floor creaks as I turn only my head. Hi. So, how's it now, Tono-kun? What you really mean to say is how I want to die, right, senpai? Well, I didn't have any bad intentions. Right. What intentions did you have going through her drawers, huh? I was just waiting. I slowly place both of my hands in the drawer. Oh god, what are you doing? He's not bad, and not a devil, nor one of guilt. But I could not forgive. That would make a good tombstone epithet. You're serious, senpai. CL, you're hot-tempered. CL, you're not acting like an adult. Are you that idiot woman? Quah! CL senpai exhales a breath of fire. Chance. Ha! I bring out the two hands in the drawer and do a hooray. And all the underwear does a little dance in the air. What could you possibly hope to gain from doing that, Shiki? What could you Okay. I see an opening. Sha! I slide past senpai and barge into the kitchen, then almost roll down the stairs and head outside. Wait, Tono-kun. With a very stern face, Senpai comes out of the room. But I can't let this chance go to naught. I'm not waiting. Let's meet again when you've calmed down a bit. Okay, so unlike Arkwid, we didn't die. That's good. Don't think you can get out of school unscathed tomorrow. Ignoring the volley of curses, I escaped the apartment. Yeah, well, you're not even gonna remember tomorrow, so... And once I'm certain that she's not following me, I take a breath. I normalize my breathing. That was dangerous. Even though it was a small prank, how did it get so big? I don't know, man. I can't even tell whether the timing was good or whether there was some higher force at work. Well, it's over with, so I shouldn't worry about it. I guess I can't meet her for a while like that. I remind myself to keep an eye out for Senpai's presence tomorrow. Yeah. Mansion after school dinner, skip. Mansion after school after dinner, moment 3, skip. Uh-oh. The day ends. I crawl into my bed and blankly stare at the ceiling. Maybe I was tired, but fatigue overcomes my body. But I'm not thinking of falling asleep. Oh, are we... in the middle of the night? I go out as if following the noise of an insect. I lean on the fence of the flower bed. I suppress my breath and gaze intently into the darkness. The noise of a bird flapping from afar. The sound is close, but I cannot see it at all. It could be a black crow that blends into the night. I exhale forcefully. I vomit everything in my lung. Singular? I empty my head of oxygen. And so I force my mind to be able to think and concentrate on one thing, heightening all my senses at the same time. I can already kind of tell what it is. Nanaya Shiki is the nightmare Tonoshiki fears. Nanaya Shiki came up because it's the most impressive nightmare Tonoshiki has. The thing that crushed that in one hit cannot possibly be Tonoshiki's nightmare. Was it Nanaya Shiki's nightmare? The other side of the world that I can only observe with my glasses off. These two eyes that can see death completely comprehend the image of the world's death. And it's only at that time that that appears. Then the answer is clear. That is the realization of death. It's a cancer cell that invades the one dreaming this world. And since it's the realization of death, the observer sees it as the image of the ultimate death. Crimson Red Vermilion. The monster of which, even after sifting through the bottom of Tonoshiki's memories, only an outline can be imagined. The man who exterminated the family called Nanaya, who were hiding in the mountains a long time ago. The existence that should not be thought of and cannot be overcome. So as the image of death, it appears. An inviolable monster that has been defiled inside, what? So it's the death god for Tonoshiki. Wait. That would mean... I just realized that means that Kishima is still out there then, right? In the real world too? Unless somehow the Tonos got rid of him after the Nanaya massacre. Can I win against that? Probably not. I think it over many times. The situation where I could go against it. The preparation of attacks I could possibly do. The tactic to survive the first attack. Well, what you should do is go see if your dream Archwid would consider helping you out. And then the most effective counterattack that follows. The possibility of defeating him. I cannot imagine. Again, that's why you recruit Dream CL and Dream Archwid, and y'all fight them together. I mean, you probably only need Archwid. You don't even need CL. I go over the scenario many times, but I can't even imagine giving it a single scratch wound. Even in my head, it's this way. For example, I think about the best possible situation. When I'm up against it, at the exact right moment, an airplane falls from the sky on top of it. The plane has a malfunction and dives straight into it like a missile and explodes upon impact. He would probably survive even that, to be honest. I win. This is my victory. Just as I think that, it appears as if nothing were out of place. What am I supposed to do with such a monster? I don't know, man. I doubt whether one can kill a death god to begin with. If that's the image of death Tonoshiki has, then it can never be defeated as long as Tonoshiki has it. When I look down, my fingers shiver pathetically. My body is simply shivering from fear. I hug my body that won't stop shivering and stare at the darkness of the night with all my might. If I don't even try, then my determination will wither and will be swallowed before the attempt. Suddenly, the darkness between the trees shake. Without a change, without a sign, the girl in the black coat appears. Hey Len, how you doing? She comes out of the forest and trots towards me. Even in dim light, her face seems white. Hey, do you want to sit down? Then it must be something urgent today. No? Even the act of shaking her head seems pitiful. Maybe it's because I've had my senses on the edge until now, but I can tell that although she tries to hide it, she's trying very hard to appear calm. She doesn't leave. As if she has something she wants to say, she gazes this way silently. For some reason, I have a lot of things to tell you, but I forget them. I'm always a very forgetful person, so I tend to forget when the exact time comes that requires me to remember it. Fair? She's like, huh? Right. I always forget. But even so, I have something I wanted to say. Thank you for everything up until now. There's a lot more to say apart from this, but this is the one thing I wanted to say the most. I smile. Aww. To her who overstrained herself. To her who used her last power to maintain this dream even though she remained lonely herself. I can feel the anxiety in her gaze. She is somehow protesting against something. It was her intention from the beginning to prevent that. Yeah, I'm going to try to fight him, which is probably a very bad idea, but I know myself that I can't win using normal tactics, so please don't pain me with such eyes. I try my best to look calm and reply as if nothing were out of place. Her gaze has even more anxiety in it now. Her eyes speak. If you stay and live this way, there won't be any problems. But why are you doing such suicidal things? To prevent you from burning out, I guess. You don't have to notice anything until you wake up from your dream. But why? Yeah, really, why am I doing this? Yeah, it's a fair question. There are many reasons, but I don't think any one of them is the critical reason. That's because if this world gets maintained past this point, she'll disappear. And if I let him go loose, then death will spread and the me sleeping outside will die as well. Maybe there's a part of me inside that wants to have the final battle with him. But all that feels like they're only secondary reasons for me to fight him. The gaze still pierces my cheek. And to reply to that gaze... of course, I think a part of it's self-preservation. But aside from that, I have this feeling that I have to defeat him. Because if he exists, then this dream can't continue. I don't really understand it fully, but I tell her my true reason. The questioning gaze retreats. She stands still for a moment then. She looks at me with the most determined eyes I've seen yet. Okay. What do you gotta do, Len? The black coat flutters. She seems to bow slightly and then... That came out of nowhere. She presses her lips on mine as if to say goodbye. Okay. It's so sudden that my body freezes. The feeling of fingers pressing against my cheek. Lips meet. A contact that seems to say that I wanted to do it, so I did. Okay. She really, almost pitifully, liked me. Well, that goodbye kiss puts love and puts to shame. When our lips part, the girl disappears completely. If she had run like always, then I could have at least chased after her. But like this, I can't do anything. I hope she's not gonna do something stupid. She's probably gonna do something stupid. I don't follow her. Even though I know she wants to do something as ridiculous as defeating him before he and I can have a battle to decide it all. Yeah, no, she's just gonna get killed if she does that. No, you can't go. I mutter as my consciousness sinks. There is no reply. That child went on ahead of me to where he is. What is this? That child cannot win against him. I may have a slight chance, but that child definitely doesn't. Yeah, no, she's gonna get denied, for sure. Because that's my consciousness stops there. It's waiting for me in the forest. The place where death is imagined. The place where Tonoshiki cannot escape. That is the dream's ending stage. To me too. To the small girl who ran there with her small body. So I must hurry. Even if I have to engrave it in my body. Even if I forget everything. I have to remember I have to go to that place as I fall into darkness. Repeat again. Okay, so Len's doing something stupid. But like, okay, so he only shows up when Shiki takes his glasses off. Like that, or at least maybe that's how we see him, maybe? Maybe he's always there, just... I don't know. So I don't know how she's gonna find him. Type Moon Daily Message, 27 Dead Apostle Ancestor Series. 9. Alshrouge Brunstud, Vampire of the Dead Apostles. Mix of true ancestor and dead apostle. Can be called Arquid's big sister. but her look is that of a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, as anime do. Usually she has no special powers and can't even teleport. But she can, like a magical girl, transform in 2 stages or something like that. Oh, okay. Good to know. Magastream, I don't know what to do with that information, to be honest. Okay, skip. Skip. And, let's see, day 36, stay at the mansion. Stay at the mansion, would you like to skip? Yeah, skip. Skip. And go to the forest of Nanaya. Oh, wait, are we gonna... No, we're not gonna confront him now, are we? I run. Grippy. Oh, right, because, okay, I see. I try my best to calm down my breathing and head into the forest where he's waiting. The scenery changes, and I pass the point of no return. There's death raging about in front. A monster that couldn't stand up against anyone before. A magical beast that didn't even hurt anyone before. Even once. I could not imagine defeating it. A red ghost. My heart beats a level stronger than it usually does. The brain controls reason, and the heart only follows the commands of the brain. Such nonsense was probably in some textbook. Reason by brain, but there's no mistake that the heart controls the instinctive feelings. Because even when I bring all my reason to beat down my shivering, my body does not listen. The heart ousts reason and freely spreads confusion and terror. Darkness shoots through the veins as if shot out from a jet engine. The whole of my body shakes as it spreads to the extremities. I run as I choke it down with my reason. The body cannot comprehend. Thus, it cannot listen to reason in face of fear. Nature sends an impulse for the body to run away in face of death, and the impulse is strong and accurate. I beat down the impulse with reason and run. It is only natural for the heart and breathing to lose composure. Breath that would make one crazy. In one's own consciousness, it is against the neutral way to go towards something one has recognized as death. The body responds to this blasphemy by enraging itself. Embracing the paradox of destruction, I run. Boy. Right before I make my final decision. I cannot guarantee to overthrow the enemy, but there is one thing I can do to prepare. Third, not caring for the preservation of body, letting hands and feet be destroyed, I can hone my movements to utmost sensitivity. Since when? Since when? A movement that can make one feel like getting hit at one's Achilles heel each time. Against an attack intended to cause the destruction of one's body, it should be a fine defense. Maybe that is the third. 3 hits probably will be all that this body can take. If that. 3 chances. I do not know when I will have the chance to avoid my opponent's magic and hit his pressure point, but 3 is my limit. There is no 4th. It has to be in one of the 3 hits to take him down. And so I step into the darkness. A dark forest. The ancestral family that made its home and perished here. Hey, Kishima! There lies a ghost with an eye patch. And the corpse of a small black cat. Yeah, she had to go do something dumb. Oh my god, Len. This is the worst. I didn't think about it, but the shape so strongly resembles. It looks like a thrown out garbage bag. My breathing stopped. The enraged body is stopped, and not even the fingers respond. Maybe paralysis. Mind and body are both paralyzed. Thoughts were blank. I mean, hey, maybe this will enrage Shiki enough to where he'll win. Probably not, but maybe. The corpse lay at his feet. He probably had no mercy. I knew he would be merciless and cold as he did it. If I end this dream, then it would be the child's end. That I'm going to kill you. It was something from the heart that went against reason. It was the worst curse to the opponent standing in front of me. He disappears from my vision. The feeling of revenge is gone. There is no signal. This is what suits this fight the best. It came with the sound of cutting wind. It's too late to recognize it by eye. Wake up! It's in front! The level of energy impales my heart. Without hesitation, he extends his magic towards my face. Transferring all my strength to my left foot, I slide my body using only my legs. Muscles are torn, and following is the whirlwind of death that passes by, a paper's width away from me. His casually extended hand carries the force of a raging train. Ha! But I avoided. Even such an arm is useless if one avoids it. He still holds his right arm out. I limp after injuring my left foot. This is the first. Choice 2. Will this chance be big enough? He's quicker. The reaching left arm slices by my side. You! Once more, I put all my weight on my left foot and jump to the side. That's the end. The feeling in my left foot disappears. At the same time, the old tree falls with a loud noise. Monster. I run into the shadows of a tree to hide in his blind spot. The result is this. The tree falls from getting hit by a simple, dull arm. Yeah, I don't know how you thought that was gonna work. The falling tree and the fluttering leaves. My vision is blurred, and if I stay here, I'll get swept in by the falling tree. It's disadvantageous either way. But in such a situation lies the only chance. This is the second. No, this is no good. I parry the falling branch with my knife. To run in front of the falling tree is like running in front of a collapsing building. I can't make a fatal hit on him in this condition. First, I must put some distance between us, affirm his position. I doubt my eyes. Below the falling tree, not caring for the falling parts, the glitter of his eyes aims for my neck. Quah! I bellow out from my neck and twist my body. I rotate my body like a shrimp to avoid the lightning-fast hit to my front, and immediately, a thunder slides by my wet stomach. The left leg cannot take anymore. The body that obeyed my inconsiderate requests so far, the nerves fast like never before. They're past their limit. I firmly grasp my knife. This street where if each of us reaches out, we could grab the other's neck. The third time. This is no good. My body leans to the left. The left foot that cannot buttress my my weight anymore and slides, and my body falls into the ground. Crash. My back hits the ground so unelegantly. Withstanding the pain, I open my eyes. On top of my head is the form of a death god going after a prey that can't even run anymore. It's the end. Without a doubt, this is the end. As I determined earlier, 3 strikes were my limit. This is the result of not getting a chance to defeat him in those 3 strikes. The scythe of the death god comes down. The moment I get caught by it, my head will be crushed. There probably won't be any pain. It's a monstrous strength. Without even hesitating, it'll be crushed in one flash. I probably can't even realize that I'm dying. So that's it. Then there's not much reason to fear death. How stupid of me to realize it at the end. That demonic hand of his comes into view. But in one corner of my eyes, there's something that looks small and soft and in pain, and breathing by moving its stomach. The impact comes, so she's still alive then, which means we'll restart again? I mean, obviously, because it's 44 days, but this is the end? The end is this? That can't be, because my right leg is still working, and I'm still holding my knife, and I'm still conscious and haven't sustained an injury. In essence, I haven't done anything. You. Don't be stupid, I still haven't. The arm rushes toward me. As if parrying it, I still haven't fought. I slash it with the knife in my hand. Sparks fly. The steel of the knife hits the steel of demonic magic. The knife grazes his arm. From my fallen down state, with strength from only my right ankle, I rise up like a dragon and exchange blows. Even though I did it myself, it should have been impossible. Yeah, I didn't expect that, huh, Kishima? But it's not the time to marvel at miracles. His hurricane arms are still reaching for me. I give everything to avoid the arm that would otherwise crush the life out of me. The attack immediately follows to where I avoid to. Another miraculous evasion. Even though only his pinky finger touched my left shoulder, the bone and the skin of that area is gone. Even a touch is instant death. Those ridiculous missile-like attacks continue. The distance is so close I can feel his breath. We're almost close enough to hear each other's heartbeat. And from that distance, the storm of death continues to charge at me. If he touches me, it's over. Although avoiding the 7th attack was a miracle in and of itself, my body naturally avoids the 8th one too. My nerves are so rattled that the corner of my mouth curls up into a smile. But even then I avoid. Ridiculous. Who said that 3 is my limit? I can still fight. I can stand up against this monster and endure. I'm not backing out against my image of death that cannot be avoided at all. For the first time, he shows a human reaction. His left arm flies toward me. It grabs my stomach mercilessly while my body still tries to recover from avoiding the blow of the right arm. At that moment, Dead? Death? My body collapses. Dull pain flows through my back. It stops when I run into a tree. I vomit blood pumped by my heart and affirm that I'm still alive. Stomach. I look at my stomach to see a grotesque sight. It's in a condition that made me sick just thinking that it's a part of me, and makes me wonder whether more than half of the intestine is missing. You. Don't act all high and mighty. He stretched his left arm, grabbed my stomach, and in an instant, squished most of it. Ooh. As if that weren't enough, he lifted me easily with one hand and threw me all the way here. Gah. Those bloodstains. Are they from my body? Yeah, probably. The lower half of the body managed to keep up with my upper half. No, before that I should say I'm glad to be still alive. Somehow miraculously with your stomach gouged out, like, yeah, you're somehow kicking. But that's strange. His arm should be fatal. But why can't he kill me even though he's done so much to me already? Oh. He appears. I breathe deeply. There's still some air left in my lungs. Again, I realized this at the last moment. After I started going against him, I've never taken a breath. How ridiculous is this? I can't fight that way, much less kill him. Are you still alive? He's finally started to speak. He seems to be collapsing from self-hate. He, just like the killer Nanayashiki, is an image made by me that matured. And now he is capable of speech. With that, victory is decided. You're being annoying. Did you get that stubborn life from your father? He approaches while speaking. What are you talking about? I take off my glasses. Just like how I forgot to breathe. Did I even forget that because I was so scared of him? But this is the end. Go to your afterlife. Yeah, how about no? He comes within my view and slowly stretches his arm. Grab. The monster's arm grabs Tonoshiki's hair. I beg of you. Stop. Full of regret, I unconsciously shout. You're begging? Don't disappoint me too much. What did I make? This. Don't speak anymore. He doesn't do anything unnecessary. This eyesore fake. My body stands up. He lifts me up by the hair. He looks strangely satisfied at the near-death state of Tonoshiki. Die. You die. I cut the arm that was holding my head. Oh, counterattack? No. To be exact, I cut its line. The monster retreats. It was over before that. Because before he could realize that his arm was cut off, I swung the knife into his heart. Oh, just like that? Of course, that's where his point is. Now that I think about it, when I said nonsense like 3 hits, I could not have gone up against my death. But I could stand up. Because this was a mere outer shell of the image of death that I had in my mind and nothing more. So the longer I stood up against him and deflected his attacks, The image got weaker and weaker, and in the end, it fell to a pathetic third-rate monster. Oh. Okay. So if we had tried to actually attack him in any of the 3 choices that we had, we would have straight up lost then and there? Why? What do you mean, why? It disappears. It might be temporary, but death still disappears. It's a simple reason. The real one was nothing like this. Or is that a taunt? It seems that even the image of death in my mind, which cannot be transcended by anything, can't stand up against these red eyes of death perception. Now disappear. Even if I were to fight him, it won't be at a place like this. Do you understand? Never appear in this form again. I swing my knife. In a flash, it disintegrates and gets dissected into many pieces. Ick. My body falls to the ground. Okay, so he said don't appear in this form again. Is Shiki expecting something else to attack him at some point? There are 7 days left, so 6 days. So it could happen. My body falls to the ground. Right. I don't have a stomach now. If the injury is this bad, it might be faster to come back after dying rather than coming back in the morning. This is unsightly. It's only these things this time. I just let out my complaint. Well, even that should be the end. This might be a temporary emergency treatment, but death is removed nonetheless. In the corner of my eye is a black cat that sprints up and trots busily this way. Oh, so she's not dead. Well, it's solved with this. This world won't collapse now. And when I speak with that child, everything will be over. But I can't talk normally at the moment. So it's goodbye for now. It wouldn't be too bad to share the happiness where you live. Repeat again. Yeah, no, I guess he finally dropped dead from the whole, stomach being ripped out thing. That's fair. Type Moon Daily Message. Today's horoscope. Busy. Yeah, true. Okay. Both those days were very quick, so yeah, so we can fit in a third one a day. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting when I thought we were gonna wake up again and then sprint to the forest to... Okay. And so I dream without ever getting tired of it. A refreshing morning. The soft sunlight and the curtain that sways gently in the wind. In the white and clean hospital room, the person sleeping without any worry is myself. Really, he's sleeping without realizing all the pain I went through. I want to hit him, but then my discharge will be postponed as I will get labeled as someone who inflicts harm on himself. Okay, so Dream Shiki is berating real world Shiki? Okay. I guess that makes sense. For now, the best thing to do would be to keep my silence. But it's a relief. The wound doesn't seem like anything serious. The bandage over my head isn't all that great. How many stitches was it, I wonder? But I can't tell from the body whether I went through surgery. Akiha probably just went through a lot of things to prepare this private hospital room. So there's no reason why I should have been scared. Tonoshiki can open his eyes now if he wants to. It wasn't an accident big enough to... Wait, is the whole Kishima thing actually done? I thought... Because he said temporary band-aid. So I was thinking, oh yeah, okay, so that's just a temp thing, but now I'm like wondering if it's actually over. It's not a wound that's enough to make me wander the gates of death either. So that image of death wasn't an enemy to begin with. So that's weird. Right, that's weird. If Tonoshiki was alright, then there shouldn't have been a reason for the image of death to come out. Are you sure it's alright? Don't skip. I dreamt a ridiculous dream. Something really ridiculous. Whether it was ridiculously fun or ridiculously scary, I can't even tell. It was a messed up dream. Shiki-sama? Are you awake, Shiki-sama? The careful voice of Hisui. It's time to wake up. Won't you wake up for today, Shiki-sama? How can I not wake up after hearing such words? I forced my still tired body to wake up. Did you have a good night rest, Shiki-sama? Morning, Hisui. Sorry you have to deal with a person like me. No, it's nothing like that. I enjoy waking up in the morning. Oh? Okay, well, if you enjoy it, I guess it's okay. I would hate to be doing what she's doing. Okay, so we're still in the dream world then. It just... We got a glimpse of real world Shiki for a second, I guess. Eh? Hisui is carefully looking at my face. Shiki-sama, you don't look well. Is your health okay? Yeah, I feel normal. I'm not even sweating. I bring my hand up to my forehead as I speak. Sweat. Now that I think about it, I dreamt something weird last night. Well, it's nothing serious. I'll try waking up by myself too. Alright, maybe I'll buy an alarm clock today. I clap my hands as I suggest it. And Hisui just stands there with a reluctant expression. She's like, it's my job. Hisui? Shiki-sama, do you dislike me waking you up every morning? Eh? No, it's not that. Absolutely not. Then please refrain from saying such things. If I trouble you, Shiki-sama, then I can't perform any of my duties. She looks at me silently. I do want to apologize, but it feels as if I'm being threatened. I mean, you might be, you don't know. Ah, right. Certainly you're more reliable than an alarm clock. That's not... Okay. Thank you for saying that. Then, Shiki-sama, what will you do today? Eh? Today? I was about to say, of course, I'll... Then all my thoughts stopped. I don't know what I was going to do today. Did I fall asleep yesterday thinking about what I should do today? And I don't know. I've been thinking about what I did yesterday, and then I finally just accepted the fact that I can't remember. It's not like remembering what I did yesterday will change what I'll do today. Shiki-sama, what are your plans for today? I don't know. Right. Today I'll... 37. Stay at the mansion. Morning, a day at the mansion. Would you like to skip? Skip. Breakfast 2. Skip. Skip. And go out because the mansion is boring. Streets. Skip. And to Arkwood's place again. Arkwood's room. Skip. Skip. Wait. Oh, wait, okay, right. This is the setup for him going through her drawers, right? And then this is where he decides, like, yeah. No, I need to calm down and go back. Now pass. What was that? Gigi, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. I'll pass. I came here just after waking up, so I can't sleep anymore. Suppressing my lust, I reply with a... Yeah, but... I shouldn't have skipped over it, because I forgot what this was. But the setup for this was him deciding if he should go through her clothes or not. With a reasonable answer. Yeah, you might be right. Arkwood assents. Oh. She becomes... Wait. Oh, no, the setup for this one was her asking him to sleep in the bed with her, right. It's been so long since I did, like, all of the Arkwood stuff in these scenes that I just completely forgot what was what. She becomes weak when I speak with reason. Yeah, I really should have just done the scene again. Because I was so lost in what was happening here. Alright. Alright, I'll let you go. It won't have any meaning if I can't sleep with you. But it'll be different when I want to... okay. I won't back out then. That's terrifying. Humph. She pouts her lips and then falls asleep immediately. I step out of the room, careful not to wake Arkwood. The sunlight blinds my eyes. I'm surprised we haven't actually had a scene where we go into her dream again and meet the past version of her. It's a bit strange that it hasn't happened again. The sun above my head feels good in its own way. Maybe I'll go for a stroll. Changing my plans, I decide to stroll in the park until lunchtime comes. Street noon, what to do, skip. And go back to the mansion. Skip. Go to Akiha's room. Alright. I've decided my course of action for the afternoon. I'll move quickly to execute my plan. This will only go well, probably. Maybe. Trudge. I walk to the destination at my fastest pace. The lobby's inside Tonoshiki. What is that sentence? There's something... Okay, there's something wrong with the grammar, but there's no time to care about such details. I was like, what the hell? But it was on purpose. Hisui just ran to the library. Oh, okay. Kohaku-san's voice comes in from outside. Ah. What? What's happening? She jumped from the window to the first floor. Hisui, you do it too. Kohaku-san's order that comes from outside defies all sensibility. What the? As I'm about to look out from the lobby. Ah! It's dangerous! Get back here! That's them talking. It's dangerous! Get back, Shiki-sama! With that shout, someone sprints down from the eastern hallway. What? Arkwid? Is that... what? What? Oh, hold up. This, something ain't right here. I feel like this is inherently wrong. You know, okay, yeah, yo. Sure. The shock causes my lunch to visit my esophagus again. You... What are you doing? My voice stops. If I do ask, I think I'll be cursed for many days on end. Hello, Shiki-sama. How are you feeling? With a pretended voice, Arkwid lightly grabs her skirt's hem. Why? Arkwid, what in the hell are you doing? I don't even... I can't... I'm too flustered, I can't do her voice properly. Shiki-sama, don't you like this look? You seem to like it an awful lot when you force Hisui to wear it. Weren't you sleeping in your room or something? Also, she wears it by choice, thank you very much. Yeah, I woke up, so I came to visit. Oh, good for you. Hisui was changing clothes, so I took my chance. I've always wanted to try it. Arkwid happily looks down at her maid uniform. And from the same hallway Arkwid sprinted out of, quieter, more careful footsteps come this way. Shiki-sama, please restrain that person. Already caught up. And then, Shiki-sama, if you need anything, please call. Arkwid bows and runs up the stairs. Her skirt flutters flirtatiously. Really now, Shiki? Totally different from Hisui. What? Excuse you? Don't insult best girl like that. Oh, wait a minute. You know, okay, Arkwid in Hisui's maid outfit was, you know, it was okay. Why is Hisui in Arkwid's clothes so good? Why? Why is this so good? Shiki-sama, where did that person go? Hisui comes into the lobby, breathing heavily. Hisui is wearing Arkwid's clothes. They seem too big for Hisui. Yeah, Arkwid's slightly taller and probably has a larger chest area, I'd imagine, so. The neck is especially loose, but it's unbelievably cute. Hi, Hisui. That's... I open my mouth. Then... Hisui! I can't see you. Where did you go? Okay, that was Kohaku. I was unsure. I kind of thought it was. Kohaku-san shouts through the speakers. And then... I can't watch this anymore. Wait, I'm so... Huh? I can't... I'll give the orders, so Kohaku, please go in. You two will chase after the thieving cat. Oh, okay, that was Akiha now, okay. The murderous intent in Akiha's voice. Shiki-sama, please answer. Where did Awkward-san go? She went up, but Hisui, before that. Shiki-sama, I'm sorry. Until Nason and I catch her, we can't be of any help to you. I mean, that's fine, but... She shoots a sharp glance up to the second floor and sprints up. What are you doing, Hisui Kohaku? Wait a second. There's a gun Father used to use under the roof. I don't care. Open fire. What? I will not forgive you for letting this chance go to... I don't think it's gonna work. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think guns are gonna work on Arkwood. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Arkwood's probably bulletproof. Suddenly, the commanding voice of Akiha gives out absolute commands and directs the battlefield. The mansion suddenly turned into an amusement park. But what's going on? alone in the lobby. All I could do was to mutter those words. You know what, Shiki, just don't even question it. Just roll with it. Mansion sunset, witch cooking, and we want to eat at the mansion. Skip. Afternoon 2, skip. Skip. The vision of the ends of the world. Imagining the end of the world. The truth behind it is the image of death trying to bring destruction to the whole world. Why does such a thing exist? Why does this world want to be killed? The answers are already known. This today is a dream Tonoshiki is dreaming. A dream that child, the black cat, is maintaining for Tonoshiki. There can only be one reason why such a world would end. That is, the person dreaming this dream is dying in the real world, so the world itself is falling into destruction. That male, the person I drew as I willed, is acting as the most definite image of death, and is running around the world causing it to die. It's not that that person was killing the world. Rather, Tonoshiki just put an arbitrary form to the destruction that is spreading throughout this world. But then why? Right. I must decide this with the person who represents death. Tonoshiki defeated the person, so the destruction of the world must end. But the image of death does not disappear. The world is dying. Tonoshiki isn't dying. The realization of Nightmare spoke. The main character, Tonoshiki, is an image of someone. In the end, he's nothing more than just a guest actor. Then, this happy dream, whose is it? That's a good question. So maybe up until now it was our dream, or Shiki's dream, that is. But after he defeated Kishima, it ended. But Len was in a bad state at the end of that, right? So maybe this is her dream now? Possibly? Okay. 27 Dead Apostle Ancestor Series. 11. Stanrobe Kalhin, nickname City Eater. Big Eater. Although destroyed by the church, his essence was enough to destroy everything and everyone related to him. But his annoying qualities cannot be matched by any other. Okay. Right. So this isn't Shiki's dream. This has been either it's Len's or someone else's entirely, and I'm unsure if it's always been that way or if it's only just changed because we beat. Okay, I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna have to stop there. I'm running out of time. But yeah, I think that has to be the biggest twist so far, right? Is apparently it's not Shiki's dream, or at least not anymore. I'm not sure. I don't know if it ever was.